an hour.
Yeah, let's do Rayman for about an hour. That's my favorite Rayman game. Could you imagine if, like, in between Rayman by his fans and, like, Rayman Maker or whatever, they just have Rayman for about an hour? Oh shit, I got 42 likes on my announcement trailer.
Nice. Nice.
Nice!
You can't. Please don't say this to me.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Sometimes my computer refuses to delete things, and I get stuck with cursed files on my computer I can't delete.
That's concerning.
Yeah, like here I was just offhandedly trying to delete a couple video files I don't need. And it just says, preparing to recycle, discovered 0 items, and it's just sitting here loading forever.
Actor Mark Hamill tweets out, Mark Hamill,
Okay, you can
after
delete that
someone
one.
said that doing so would result in, quotes, thousands of likes.
Marg Hamill? Oh yeah,
Yeah,
this is
Mark
my
Hamill.
cursed file. I was trying to delete 3 files, and one of them is cursed and won't delete.
Oh. Now I'm just thinking about Ed Balls.
I do not have stickers on my computer now.
I have a sticker
I did at one point,
I'm...
but they got really nasty, and so I haven't wanted to put stickers on the computer again.
I'm trying to find a place for my most recent sticker acquisition.
They got beat up and nasty. Okay, last stream of the day. Playing some Rayman 2 with Bis. No. I almost wrote hashtag Bis. Instead of at Bis.
Oh, hey there, Long Games. Happy birthday. Pemble of Happis, E.T.
Okay, here you go, Bis. You can share that if you want. I'll announce it in the server. Everyone knows.
Yeah, I can sure do. Stickers are so mean-spirited.
How are stickers mean-spirited? Oh, because they're nasty?
Oh.
They get nasty? No, I just meant like they get all scuffed up and gross and...
Oh my god, you know
don't
how
look
the
nice
Mark
anymore.
Hamill thing happened and it immediately made me think of Ed Balls? Well, Ed Balls is trending now.
Who's... what?
Ed
Whomst?
Balls.
Whomst? Also, my
Okay.
recycle bin icon has deleted, or has become invisible since last time I emptied the recycle bin.
Elena, put this tweet on screen and I'll explain the context.
I refresh my desktop.
Okay.
Yeah, now the recycle bin has returned. Where is Rayman 2? There's Rayman Legends.
Can you just quickly show the tweet?
No.
The context. Okay, never mind then. No, Ed Balls is not the Rayman guy. Ed Balls is a British politician who I
don't
think
need to
was in the
show it.
lead.
You can say what it is, and it accomplishes the same thing.
Okay, who was in the leadership race for the fucking Labour Party like years and years ago or some shit. Or no, was he like the prime ministerial candidate one year? I don't fucking remember.
I can't
I
find
was
Rayman
young.
2.
Anyway, I think the first tweet on his
There it
account,
is.
right? The first tweet on his account is a masterpiece. You have the display name, Ed Balls, verified. You have the at Ed Balls. And then you have the tweet itself, which just says
I forgot.
Ed
I needed
Balls.
to switch to the window first. It's not Sage anymore, but...
Somebody with the last name Balls? That's interesting. I'm trying to think who might have come up who was called Balls.
Oh no. This is a disaster. Uh-oh.
What's up?
There we go. Okay, I got it. Uh-oh, I forgot another thing, though. I need to open my controller program. Oh, that's right, I can't get out of this. Oh. We're gonna have to wait for it to open again because I forgot to get the controller program because I forgot I needed it to play this game with the controller because we haven't played this in like 3 weeks. Are you still there, Bis?
Uh-huh.
I asked you if you felt like streaming this.
I feel like streaming it. There's just no
Okay,
way,
you
man. So
seem out of it.
I'm just doing some other stuff while you get prepared.
Prep aired. I still forgot to put any funny icons in there. So these are the funniest icons you have to look at while it does its thing.
I think we're just. I bet you we just never get around to that.
That's the great evil. The tenor dot Jeff, that's the great evil. And Luigi is there. This Kong has an evil face. Oh, I forgot to change our game title.
Wait, looking up Rayman with bowls?
No, I forgot. I gotta.
Getting...
I still have to get out of the game again. I'm so sorry, I forgot. Oh my god. Okay. Done. Okay. Ah. Shan wants to defeat the great evil. Okay. Here we go.
Defeat the Greevil.
Okay. And we're gonna play Rayman 2 for like 45 minutes instead of an hour. That notification sound is just every time it cycles through this, it tells me that this isn't the optimal resolution. You now feel safe in the stream because I defeated the great evil. Was loud breathing directly into the microphone, Bis?
It was a yawn.
You had to see my nice empty recycle bin every time it does this. Okay. There.
1 second, my stupid cat wants to be let in through the window.
I got that game because it was on sale for $10 one time. I still haven't played it. I just put it there so that it would show up when it's doing when it's loading Rayman 2. This is the newest level we haven't played yet. There we go. Rayman's fat lower lip. What do I do here? Guess that answers that. Oh, it's like a 3D thing. Guess that doesn't explain it very well. I mean, like, you can rotate all the way around it. Oh, and you can shoot. Rayman, you must shoot. Oh! I wish Bis was here. I can't really see the chat, but there are some things being said. Let's just say that game is not one that I would stream. Not a game for polite company. Ah! It's also by Inti Creates, but it's like completely different than everything else they make. Okay, why'd they put that lum there in a place where it's going to mess me up really badly? If I go for it. Ah, no! Turn the other way! The sound when he tilts is very obnoxious. And I'll be glad.
Nerds.
There you are, Bis. You need to read the chat for me.
Okay.
People have been saying stuff, but I can't quite see what it is because it's half cut off and there's nothing I can do about it.
Long Game says, I see Galgun.
Yeah, we
Fucking
read
nerd.
that.
Yeah.
I read that at least.
Chrome says, bless you, Bisks. It's great, my stupid cat. Long Game says, if only FlutterBug has a VR set, she would be gunning down anime girls. Small Sasha says, what is Galgun? Long Game's like an anime harem gun game, I believe.
That's one way you could put it.
Chrome says, yeah, it's an extremely run-of-the-mill shooter, but dripping with bad writing and gross tropes. Oh, Jesus, that's pretty scathing. Hot Game says, Rayman, you must shoot your pew gun!
Yeah, look,
And
he's not
Sasha
even
said-
using his hands to shoot now.
And then Sasha says, I'll probably wait until it's on sale.
Yeah, I got it for really cheap. Is the only reason I have it.
Oh shit, Chrome is like, it's genuinely not worth it. It has nothing of value.
Really? I usually hear people like it.
I
And
like
there's just
the
sort
idea
of the joke that it's really embarrassing to be caught playing it.
I like the idea of video
Apparently like
game
WarioWare.
Oh. I like the idea of game full of cuties, but in practice most of them suck. Because they use cuties as a crutch rather than like a compliment to anything decent. And also they do it in the grossest way possible.
Because remember Cassie talking about there was those kids who were embarrassed to play WarioWare in front of their parents?
I mean, it is pretty embarrassing to be caught playing WarioWare by boomers.
Oh.
That's the thing I think that it's like just embarrassing to have boomers see WarioWare.
I've always shown it to my mom.
Oh.
Because because she thinks it's weird and it's funny to see her reactions.
Long Game says a lot of people like Galga, and one of my friends.
There you
Okay,
go.
I'm not reading that rest of that actually. I'm maybe not. That's
Really, huh?
it's interesting.
You're drawing the
though.
line here, but not on some other things that I have
Yeah,
cut out of the stream.
Yeah, because it's not that this one it's not the content, it's just I don't know, I don't want to commit to VOD, something that somebody's friend did, you know?
Okay.
Well, you're just killing that barrel. That barrel's fucked.
Yep.
The barrel's fucking dead.
I mean, it's not the worst. Cool. It's not the worst chat we've ever had during Rayman.
Oh, Long Games! I almost misread that as I got a fucking chocolate fudge cake from Chills, but no, it's Chili's. It's Chili's. Yeah, because cum chat was harmless. It wasn't like cum chat was just us all having a big goof over funny cum.
Oh yeah, and Bis, see, you're always trying to get me to put the chat on the screen, but if I had the chat on the screen, then this would have been committed to the VOD either way.
No, but if the chat was on screen, then Long Games would have made the choice themselves to put that on screen knowingly. That's the reason why I don't want to read it out, is because it would be a surprise thing that they may not anticipate or want.
You put way more thought into this than I ever would have.
Yeah, because somebody has to think.
Somebody has to have thoughts in their head.
Yeah.
Somebody has to be many thoughts head full. So I have to bring the barrel over here, huh?
My head is just huge and inflated, sloshing with thought juice.
Okay, Sheen.
Okay, our relationship is over. I'm not being called. I'm not like angry. Call me Sheen. That's worse. That's the worst thing you can call somebody.
Remember that episode of Jammy Nutrin, where Sheen got the head big, and it was sloshing around because of brain in there.
Don't want to talk about it. Long Game says if she were to put chat on screen, I would not be so weird and would be like shy. When I have my own stream, this chat's going to be on screen all the time.
The chat is going to take up the entire screen and be unavoidable to look at.
Chat's going to be on screen.
You're just going to stream the Twitch chat.
I'm going to have a Tamagotchi on screen.
Why did you regret it, Sasha? What happened?
I'm gonna have Shan's Twitter on screen, specifically.
Wait,
in the
why?
little window. I feel like it. I'm gonna have Christmas person, like, be... I'd have like, an AI playing Twinkle GIF. But, like, it's green screen, so the grass just goes through to the game that I'm playing.
Okay. Wow, I pressed the wrong button!
Other words used for butts? Okay, you know what? Long Games, you went to the worst one already. I fucking hate buttocks. Disgusting. It's like, and it's always like some news anchor or some shit that's saying it. Because no normal person says buttocks. You have to be like trying to be as clinical and gross as possible. Chan says because chat is not on screen, I could say but. Olivia pissed you? What?
Excuse me?
Oh, Sasha's talking about how she wishes she had chat
on
during the Origami King.
I saw it, I could see that at least.
Oh, so you can
I
see
can
some
see half
things,
the
but not-
stream, yeah. Or half the chat, rather.
Oh, well, I
But if
don't
the
know
message
which
is too
things
long...
I'm not gonna, like, go through the effort of figuring out what makes sense with half of it cut off and what doesn't. I'm lazy and tired.
If somebody's name is long enough, and their message is short enough, I can see the whole message.
Wait, what are the vile terms, Chroma? I feel like a lot of the terms work, but only in specific circumstances.
Finally, I did it.
I feel like the word keister only works if an American's saying "Move your keister," and in no other situation. Butt is good. Bum needs
Rayman
to
has
be
the
used.
yellow hands again.
Bum can like be so bad it sends a tingle up my spine if it's the wrong context.
Poop.
Like it needs.
Rayman has pooped into the water. Rayman
So that
poop
one's
stream.
like hard. Ass is a pretty good all-rounder.
Yes.
Yeah.
As to be.
Arse is very. I feel like arse, like
Okay.
arse works if you're talking about the whole more than anything else. Anus is different. That's like the other thing that's complicated is that like the ass is a net like okay, so the entire ass region of the body.
Sphincter.
That entire region of the body is kind of like the British Isles. There's like a million different jurisdictions that overlap in weird ways. You know,
your butthole.
So it's like some words mean the butthole and the butt, and then other ones just mean the butt, and some just mean the hole. Yeah. And then it's complicated as well because it's like
Gluteus maximus.
Because conceptually, it's like, is this area the back of the hips or the top of the legs, or the meeting of them? I don't know. I'm gonna stop talking about this now because, like, I feel like slightly too restrained to actually get in detail.
Why did the number 43 appear on the screen for a second?
Which is weird because I shouldn't feel restrained, but I do. So I'm just gonna leave it.
Restrained on what?
Like, I don't know, I feel like I can't really...
In your car seat?
I feel in a position where I can't just say everything I want to say. So then I feel like I say a load of nothing instead, and I'm like, oh god, I hate myself, so I'm just not going to say anything about
Come on,
Sasha,
Rayman, score some goals.
Sasha, that's the rule. Never tell chat to behave. It never works.
Never tell chat not to say butt.
Hey chat, don't say bup.
No.
Do not say bup. No. Whatever you do not say bup.
No. Chat always works on reverse psychology. If you tell them to please say bup as much as you possibly can, they won't do it. If you tell them not to, now they will.
Well, it's convenient that's not what I'm going to say, isn't it? I'm going to say, never say bup ever again.
Oh.
You know what I really want to do? I really want to go to the Morrison's car park at night. I feel like there's a very specific aesthetic, which you only get, like from an obscure part of town at night, you know? And I haven't felt that in years. Chromator says, I think it'd be neat if people's first reaction to genuine requests wasn't to spite them.
Oh. Is that a thing?
I think well, they're talking about like when people are asked to do something and they do the opposite.
You can win life force and power if you have enough looms to go there.
Imagine meditating between 6 pillars that all have your face on them.
The time race.
And like, it's not like a neutral pic. It's not like a passport photo. Like, this is a selfie.
How do you turn your head all the way around like that, friend? If you die, you could start over. Does she have like a
Wait.
tail?
Yeah.
And also is otherwise like naked?
I think she's got kind of a cool character design going. It's like, hey, I've got a ponytail, but it's just above my ass. It's a literal
Does that make? I was gonna say that
ponytail.
makes it a literal ponytail. Am I supposed to be trying to beat this character, or just beat the time limit? Or are those one and the same? It does seem to sit there and wait for me, so...
It's regional chroma. In America, it's a butt replacement. In the UK, it's a Vagumbrini replacement.
Oh, you finally got that word in on stream?
Yeah, I finally got the word Vagumbrini on stream.
Just says that all the time. Off the stream.
Well, I don't say it all the time, it doesn't come up often.
You say it every time that you mean that.
There are no situations in which I would mean that. Why does the water look like somebody's washing their hair? Why
What?
does the water look like that? It doesn't look like there's fucking shampoo in it.
You look like there's shampoo in you.
Well, thanks for that, Elena.
You look like you've been consuming shampoo.
I now have a complex. Thanks.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just being silly. Hey, you don't get to complain about the graphics in this game after you gave me so much trouble for complaining about the flat spikes on the ground. You don't get to say the water looks like it has shampoo in it.
Chromator's, well, I wasn't complaining about how it looks, I'm just saying it looks like that. It's probably supposed to be like suds from the waterfall, like the foam.
Or they're just sort of abstract.
Yeah. Chromator says that sounds like a magician's stage name, but like a gaunt, greasy magician. Sasha has been consuming shampoo lately.
Oh no. Sasha will eat and lick anything. There's a checkpoint. Nice.
I love that one meme. You remember that one meme of like it's the same person, but it's like them with like above head lighting and a smile, and then them with like underface lighting and a frown?
Or AI rendered them to look like a realistic face. As well.
What?
Yeah, like the Mr. Incredible one.
Yeah, okay, that one. Yeah. I fucking love one of those. It's just like happy face, shampoo, angry face, shampiss.
Yeah, I remember.
It's like, I don't know exactly what it's implying, but every possibility is funny.
It's like when I say in Animal Crossing to only sell to Timmy and Tommy, never ever sell to Scrimmy and Scrummy.
The Dean Norris, that's who it is, Dean Norris. I remember the name from
Well done, Rayman. It was very fast. I like how they just put that in, the time in as if it's dialogue. Well done, Rayman. That was very fast. 2 minutes, 11 seconds, and 5 milliseconds. Or did she just say 2:11:05?
Elena, do you have to clip through line? Like, this is... I hate this. I hate how this conversation is going on.
Oh yeah, the nose is in there. I think you deserve a more powerful shot.
Oh, hold on a second. Rayman's saving the fucking world. He deserves anything you can give, you fucking ass.
He's dancing in there now.
Chromator says, Walter, this piss is a sham. Sasha, no, do not drink it! No! Sasha, no! No!
Reminds me of one of the jokes in Jokelopedia, which was, "Waiter, what is this fly doing in my soup?" Appears to be doing the backstroke.
That's a pretty good one.
Waiter, what is this fly doing in my bowl of alphabet soup? It's learning how to read.
Okay, that one sucked ass. You completely deflated me. You had it and then you lost it.
Well, I didn't make up either of these jokes, okay? They're both in the same book. Wow. It had like a whole section that was just, "Waiter, why is the fly in my soup" jokes. One of them was, "Waiter, what is this elephant doing in my soup?"
Sasha's used up all the champis, Elena.
Oh wait, I remembered it. I was wrong. It wasn't what is this fly doing in my soup? It's doing the backstroke. No, it was what is this elephant doing in my soup? And it appears to be doing the backstroke.
Oh my god. Shan says, "Don't worry, I'm."
It was an elephant joke.
Shan says, "Don't worry, I'm sure Sasha has a jellyfish in her mouth." And if you know that reference, you get to high five me.
It's Jojo.
Elena doesn't know it. What?
It's Jojo.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, it is. You told me about it.
Fuck! God damn it!
It was one of those weird Jojo logic things.
Wait, what? Waiter, what happened to the fly in my soup? They were destroyed.
Oh no!
That's from Chroma.
So ominous.
Lonk says, "Waiter, there's a snake in my boots."
There's a snake in my boot. This is some ominous music in this level.
The waiter walks up as I'm like scooping fistfuls of flies into my soup. That's just a joke. It's the entire thing. That's mine for the record. I came up with
that. It really strikes me every time we play this how dark this game is.
Do you mean lighting or tone?
Both.
You see, I'm telling you, like, they just don't make them like they used to do.
They used to let people make games about anything back then.
Yeah, and now you can't make games about anything.
You can definitely, the more I think about it as well, get the Psychonauts influence from this. Or, well, I mean, like how this influenced Psychonauts.
Yeah. Also, for the record, Sasha, it was a JoJo reference. There is a character in JoJo whose ability is to turn inanimate objects into animals, and somebody tries to prank him by pissing in the tea. So he like does a power play by confidently drinking the tea, knowing there's piss in it, and then revealing that he turned one of his teeth into a jellyfish so that it could absorb the piss.
At least, like, that would upset me a lot, but it doesn't because I remember the turtle, and that upsets me so much more that this is fine by comparison.
Yeah, the part where the dude's like, yeah, you could just shit directly into a turtle, and it will gain nutrients from it.
Just everything about that turtle and everything you told me about it just bothered me immensely.
Lena does not like Coco Jumbo.
No.
I love the way Rayman's balls ping off the walls.
That's a sentence.
It's just cool.
For a second I thought you said the way... For a second I thought you said JoJo. The way JoJo's balls ping off the wall, and I was like, what?
Oh, Shan, don't you remember? It's when they're inside the room that's inside Coco Jumbo, and Trish is like, oh, I need to use the bathroom. So Busharati opens like the closet door and unzips the floor and is like, "Hey, you go to the bathroom in this fucking hole. Don't worry about the turtle. It'll probably get nutrients from it."
I don't.
And that guy is not characterized as a buffoon. He's a relatively.
He thinks that he knows what he's talking about in this situation, huh?
Yeah.
I hate everything.
I don't know why we even bother with sewers. We just need we just need to have like a load of turtles underground.
This is why I can never watch JoJo anymore.
Also because you just hated everything about it. You despise JoJo.
Yeah, but it's gonna get even worse apparently. If I keep watching, I'm in for this stuff.
Oh, well, you're not going to keep watching because you made a big stink, so we're not watching it together again.
Yeah, but you said you wanted to watch it with, like, Cassie and Lynn, and I was like, well, I guess I'll come over because I don't want to be left out.
No, because you're just going to come over and then moan more, so... like, I don't know, like... I think maybe you need to admit that you're actually just curious about what happens next. If you just admit that you want to watch JoJo, then we'll let you come. But don't be like, oh, I'm forced by circumstances. Chromator says there are no JoJo characters that aren't buffoons. That's fake.
Oh.
Sasha says I'm imagining a very ominous video that's like,
Okay.
top 10 things Sasha has licked.
I also, another thing that bothers me about the turtle is that there's like, it has a pocket dimension into it, and you get into it with this key that you put into a keyhole, but it's not a keyhole, it's a key-shaped hole. They can't even have this bead. They can't just have this. Like, it's absurd enough, and they can't stop and be like, okay, well, it's weird that there's this dimension inside this turtle that you open with this key.
Well, the dimension
they can't stop there. Yeah, and then there's that. That does. I don't.
What do you mean? There's that? The turtle.
Nothing means anything.
The turtle was stabbed with a stand arrow and developed the stand of having a pocket dimension inside the key that only works when it's placed within the turtle's back.
I just. Nothing means anything. It's all just horseradish.
It's all just horseradish. Oh, I like these vines coming out the walls and the texture.
At least they're 3D.
Quite a nice detail. Oh, so like, how far in did you try watching Sasha?
Washing?
Because like parts 1 and 2 are almost kind of like a different thing than everything else afterwards.
Okay, what the heck was that?
Part 3 just sucks.
What did the game just do to me? What was what? Excuse me? Oh,
JoJo
dear.
is really fun. I love JoJo as well, Shan. It's really fucking good. I'm so hyped for part 6!
All of this is secondary to the fact that I just can't stand the character designs.
They change
I don't
later
like
on.
I don't like looking at the people. I've seen what they look like. I don't like it then either.
Okay, that's fair.
It's just something about it is just like it's all just kind of unpleasant to me.
Oh yeah. Fuck, Stone Ocean's gonna be so good. What's your favorite part, Shan? Mine is like part 4, which like I think the part
Is that the one with the
is...
turtle?
No, that's part 5.
Okay, good.
Part 5 is, I think, probably there's a load of things that I think are better about part 5, but I prefer part 4 because it's uplifting, and the last intro makes me cry.
And I feel defeated in all of this too, because it's like, when I'm complaining about how weird and nonsensical it is, they're just gonna be like, don't make me tap the sign again, and they're just gonna point to the title and it says bizarre in it.
I love how, like, you're like, oh, this shit's all weird, and then you make shit like Pizza Time.
I don't know, I don't know why it's the way that this show does stuff is upsetting to me. But it really is. So you just have to know that the platform is about to get destroyed there. Which is kind of annoying, but...
My favorite thing about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is that the first plotline doesn't really feel bizarre. Like, it wasn't bizarre at the beginning, but then it just became bizarre after the fact. I would say that it's bizarre in about part 4. That's where the bizarre... Actually, part 2...
To the Joker, it's JoJo's normal adventure.
Part 4 is back to bizarre.
JoJo's average adventure.
Chromator says to the Joker, it's JoJo's normal adventure. Oh my fucking god. I love ironic Joker memes at the minute.
Oh, I'm pooping
like the
and
one
farting.
that's like, how many liberals does it take to change a long bulb? None! They're too busy. Their gender. Ah! Love that one.
People make the Joker say that?
Yeah.
I remember that post. And people being confused about it.
Yeah.
I wonder if that post was made in earnest or not. Or if it was a joke to begin with.
I bet you it was Ernest. I think so. The Joker calls me up and is like, "Hey,
I can't
Bis!"
get onto this platform.
And he's like, "Hey, Bis, I found a game I think you'd like. It's full of plateau physics."
Oh, what? That time I jumped and I had like a bunch of momentum somehow. What the heck?
Oh, good luck with the pig quest, Sasha.
Big quest. That's the sequel series to Dragon Quest.
Oh, that's
They ran out of
understandable.
dragons.
That's understandable, Shan. Like, they are quite close in a lot of ways.
The heck? What's quite close?
And it all comes... I'm talking about part 4 and part 5. And it is all about, like... Like, my preference is entirely down to just the fact that I prefer Cozy over... like, the sort of stuff you get with 5. Like, it feels like they're very similar kinds of stuff. Like, the energy of the series is very established by that point, and stuff is pretty similar between the two of them. It's just a preference of, like, what do you prefer out of the things that are different. Whereas, like, I feel like when it comes to stuff like parts 1, 2, and 3, your preference tends to be more about structural stuff.
Ooh.
Rayman is just throwing balls.
Okay.
That's understandable, Chroma. Like, I think I have like a bit of a low tolerance for stuff that's like, I don't know, stuff that's like that, so I can relate. Part 5 is one of the few stories like that I can kind of handle, though.
There were several animes that you wanted to watch with me that I refused to because I don't like the way the characters look.
The weirdest one... Okay, so I didn't want to watch this one review, but you have like a visceral hatred of Flip Flappers, and that...
Oh, I thought you wanted just me to see that one.
Maybe I did?
Yeah, that's why you brought it up, because you wanted me to watch it.
Okay,
no, I said no
then.
because I didn't like looking at the characters. They scare me.
They look cute. They look
I didn't
cute
think
and
so.
happy.
They're scary. They look like they're gonna eat me.
Scary. They
They're
do
going to
not
be
look like they're
devoured.
gonna eat you.
I'm going to be consumed.
I also just love the name of Flip Flappers. It's like, it's fun to recommend to people, hey, you've been watching Flip Flappers?
I have a low tolerance for what? Can't see the whole message.
Wait, is the word tolerance used in chat?
Yeah. By Sran. I said I have a low tolerance for something.
Oh, well, certain art styles.
Oh.
Wait, Chroma, you think they look scary as well? What? No.
Finally, someone agrees with me. I thought I was losing my mind.
I don't get it.
It's just too big.
Well,
The eyes and the mouths are too big.
you watch fucking
And,
like
like far apart.
I don't know, whatever.
I watch what?
I don't
What
know,
are you gonna bring up?
It just feels like, I don't know, it just feels like weird, because like, I don't know, it just doesn't feel like exaggerating those details should be scary, but like, I guess it is. They do not, what Chroma says, they look scary in the way the Ultimate Chimera from Mother 3 does. Maybe it's because I don't think the Ultimate Chimera is scary, but I do not get this.
Why did Rayman just say yeah there? It was kind of random.
Yeah,
you do
same
you, Rayman.
Shan. Oh, I like this lava texture.
What did Shan say?
Oh, I like this vine texture. Oh, I like this wall texture. Oh, I like this ground texture. I like this texture.
I think Bis likes the textures. I just don't know why Rayman decided to say yeah there, but I mean, he can do that if he wants to.
Yeah, Shan says it just looks
I'm
like
not
general
gonna. I'm
anime
not
to
gonna.
them.
I'm not gonna police what Rayman feels like saying. It does not
Sasha
look
says,
like general anime to me.
oh, apparently Pokey says hello.
Because, you know, most animes I don't have that reaction to. So if it looked like most animes, then I wouldn't mind looking at it. The sound effect for his health going back up was kind of funny.
I'd like to watch Wonder Egg Priority Review. I think that'd be interesting.
I don't know anything about that one or what it looks like.
I think maybe it'd be more interesting just to watch it if you had no context.
Oh, I almost got everything on this level. Yes, please.
At
To
some
save the
point, I
game.
need to make like a favorite. I need to make a list of my favorite media,
Let's do one more
like
level.
just things I like a lot.
Oh, we gotta watch this cutscene again. Every time. You've got enough lums to pass through. Prepare yourself to discover a new world. What if I discover a new squirrel instead?
A new squirrel.
Squirrelt.
You're streaming Psychonauts at some point, right?
Yeah, this Friday.
Oh, that's gonna be cool. I'm
Psycho
excited
Nuts
for
too.
that. Psychonauts!
Why are you excited for that?
Oh, that's like an interesting game. I watched a Let's Play of it a while ago and it was entertaining.
The second one?
Oh no, the first one.
Oh, okay. I have played the first one twice.
Tata. 1 second, let's have a look.
Which is
Tatami
unusual for me, I
Galaxy.
usually play games only once.
Chroma says that this series is a good art style. Yeah, this looks cool. Not my sort of thing, but it looks cool. It's distinct. It's bold. I kind of like the way hair is rendered. I kind of like the way some of this hair is rendered. The sort of distinct shapes that are used in the flat
She is again.
coloring, the flat black. I also like a lot of these palette choices. Actually, I think maybe I do like this. Never mind, I like it.
Rayman gets another power. What will it be?
Yeah, like I had kind of
yeah,
agree.
Rayman! Now you can fly with your helicopter. The bad news is that your mission gets harder. Use your helicopter power to fly.
What was I about to say? Anyway, I kind of agree, Shan. I think my favorite anime tends to be the ones that like
Rayman
slightly push past that though, with some exceptions. Like sometimes a show just
go
looks
back in there,
boring and
Rayman.
it's still good. Like, what was it called? What was that one? What was that one series that looked really boring, but was actually kind of great?
One Punch Man.
Ah, fuck no, no. One Punch Man looks incredible. Oh my god, Kaiba! Yeah, okay. Chromator brought up Kaiba. Kaiba is fucking great. Sometimes a little bit uncomfortable, but Kaiba's fucking fantastic. Art direction, beautiful. The fucking mood of the entire thing, great. Love the themes. The overarching story is not kind of the point until near the end, but that's also good.
This is going to sound ridiculous to say out loud, but Yandere Dev is releasing Yandere Sim before he releases Yandere Sim.
Thanks.
It's a post I just read from Arrow.
Oh.
Or she sent it, she didn't write it.
Kaiba's amazing because it feels like brutally realistic and dreary high concept science fiction. Well, just what it is. But then it looks like a 2005 DS puzzle game. Like if you like you know like that. 1 second.
Well, it's interesting that Rayman is Kirby now.
I would say that the cop is a bastard, but that's kind of redundant. I think that, like, I wish more anime was varied, but also asterisk, I think that my favorite anime visually tends to, like, keep a certain... It tends to hover around certain principles, and certain, like, there's a strong grounding that I would rather it not ignore.
Full of real-world
but then
problems and grounded in reality.
Yeah. But then I think it can afford to move further out from that.
Can't shoot those through there. How do you get in there? I want to get that. Oh, it must be down through here.
I'm not going to say that the series' like actual content is good, but Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt has a really good style.
I somehow I watched a little bit of that and I somehow didn't realize how crass it was going to be, based on the title.
The first episode has a giant shit.
Well, that wasn't what I was thinking of, but
what were you
not
thinking?
that kind of crass.
Do you mean where they say fuck?
Well, there's that.
Do you mean the part where a character canonically fuck?
Yeah. I didn't expect that somehow.
It's interesting.
It's because of the visual. I think it must have just been because of how it looks.
Well, it's interesting because it's kind of... I think that show is supposed to be kind of like a parody of American stuff. Like they had like... And like... It's like a weird mixed parody. It's like the art style is very much like kind of like... If like
I like the
Cartoon Network
characters
of that era with like really thick outlines. But then the writing is like American adult cartoon stuff, you know?
Which I was unfamiliar with, apparently.
Yeah. And then they do weird stuff like the one episode that's just entirely a Transformers.
I didn't know that there were any
riff.
cartoons that were like that. Because I live in an anthill. I wanted to say under a rock, but I didn't think that was funny enough. This is very difficult.
I feel like Square Fingers, like... I like Square Fingers sometimes, other times I hate them.
Do you like them in Splatoon?
Yes, Splatoon's like a good example.
Chroma says it's so stylish but utterly awful.
Panty and Stocking is just slightly hornier Family Guy. See,
that's the thing, is I was shocked to see the stuff that they say in that show. Because I had no idea.
I don't know, I think Family Guy is
I thought it was like The Simpsons.
I would not compare those things broadly. Like...
I just had no idea, you know?
Like Family Guy is a very specific type of, like, unglamorous, unappealing, just weird, grody crass. It's a different level of terrible. I just think Family Guy's like weird because I think that like the show can just do whatever they want. Like there seems to be no rules. So you'll get some episodes where the characters are written as like an actual family and there's actual emotional investment in their relationships and stuff. And then you'll get another episode where Peter Griffin rips the skin off of 3 children's faces.
What?
And it's just like these things just coexist. You're just supposed to you're just supposed to take anything it says at face value and not let the obvious contradictions weird you out. Okay, maybe you're right. Chroma. Like, I don't remember the actual, like, structural writing stuff of Panty and Stocking that well. I was just talking in terms of, like, their relation to crassness. Which, like... Yeah.
I don't know why I'm so dedicated to trying to do this thing.
Oh yeah, Shan, Family Guy's fucking garbage. Fucking hate that shit. You know, also, hot take, the fucking early seasons of Family Guy...
Hey, I broke it. Is it gonna stay broken?
I don't even like those. Those always just
Nope.
seemed like bland garbage to me. Like, as far as I'm concerned, Family Guy went from boring to bad. Like, even, like, I watched the earlier series when I was, like, a kid, and I was like, this is just mediocre Simpsons clone. You know?
Hey, this time it stayed broken. Weird.
This is a very, very tight gap they've given you.
Yeah. Made this really tricky.
I remember, like, finding this level quite difficult as a child.
I mean, the character did just say it's going to be more difficult from here on.
We're making good progress on Rayman 2. I'm happy with this playthrough.
Oh.
I'm gonna be honest, like, I have, like, weird mixed feelings about The Simpsons, even.
The Scrimsons.
Yeah. Like, The Simpsons is, like, I don't know, I'm not even gonna get into that.
Sometimes that show feels real, but in a, like, extremely cynical way.
Oh
Like,
my
it
god,
leaves
you
you
know what?
feeling sort of unhappy. At least that's what it did for me sometimes.
There was a thing that kept happening, right? Where, like, back when I was, like, developing a political conscience, or whatever you call it, like, a knowledge of the wider world outside of my own bubble, like, in my early 20s or whatever, I remember, like, I would just keep looking on the news and seeing these ridiculous, horrible, weird, baffling, upsetting, cynical things happening, and I'd just be like, wow, the real world really is just The Simpsons. Like, there's no exaggeration in The Simpsons. The Simpsons
See, that's
is
what
just...
that's kind of what I
Yeah.
meant, where it's just like they feel it feels too real sometimes.
Yeah.
Upsetting
You know what I
way.
think? You know what the most fucking cynical, depressing TV ever is?
What?
Fucking EastEnders.
Oh, I
EastEnders
don't know
is
what
the...
that is.
Okay, so EastEnders is a soap that's on. It's like a soap opera, right?
Hmm.
And the entire thing is presented
You may have told me
relative...
about this before.
The entire thing is presented
Sounds a bit
unglamorous.
familiar.
Okay, so the thing with EastEnders, right? Okay, is it tries to be very realistic, right, or feel realistic, but it specifically tries to be like realistic through the lens of the most cynical way. Like it presents a believable version of reality that is miserable, where everybody just fucks each other over and nobody's ever happy, and life is just a constant series of dramas.
Sounds
and
like
agony.
Always Sunny in Philadelphia, from what I've heard about that show.
No, isn't Always Sunny's different because it's a comedy though.
Oh, I see. Well,
Always
I've heard
Sunny
similar,
is like,
where it's just like the characters are kind of like that, though.
yeah. But that's the thing is that no. Okay, I don't think you understand because in Always Sunny it's like the protagonists are bad people from what I
Yeah.
hear. In EastEnders, it's like just it's trying as hard as it can be to be like real life, but just everybody suffers forever, and there's no moments of joy
guess that
which
is a bit
aren't just
different.
like short-lived setup for more failure. Good
Say
luck with
that's-
your search for the microscopic Nutella jar, Shan.
I would say that's different in a fundamental way, then, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Me seeing awful news. Talk about a Family Guy depressing moment, says Chroma.
There's so many
They didn't
lava
say-
levels in this game.
They didn't say it in a Peter Griffin voice, though. I was the one who just decided to do that. I'm sorry. Sasha says, my favorite thing to do is, like, do a terrible Peter impression and be like, hey, Lois, this reminds me of... Insert wacky situation here.
Well, this game just sort of changed a lot now that Rayman can just fly.
Arrow bursting into chat. Rayman is not a platformer anymore.
Oh! I'm gonna tell her you said that.
Don't If you tell Arrow that,
Everybody
I
in
will
the chat
scream.
is gonna tell Arrow you said that.
No, they're not. No. Everybody, chat, you have my back, right? You're not gonna tell Arrow this, are you?
They're going in the
If
server
everybody
right now to tell Arrow.
If anybody rats me out, I will turn up at their house.
As a turnip.
Holding an inflatable mallet.
This will turn up at your house dressed as a turnip.
Shan says I always get startled when Bis does an American accent. Oh.
I've always wondered what my what I sound like what my accent sounds like to people who do not have the same accent.
Like people. Let me try and do Elena. Okay,
On stream?
say something. Say some things.
Rayman is flying.
Rayman is flying.
And he's getting hurt in the lava.
He's getting hurt in the lava.
Where did you get distracted by, Sasha? What did she say?
Got distracted by Olivia Origami. I don't know what I was saying.
Oh.
Oh, fuck, I'd love to see a plush collection. Elena has got a pleasant accent, says Sharon. Well, thank you. Well, I think like it's like hard. I think you have like a very general American accent.
I see.
So I think in order to do your accent, I would like have to do my generic American accent.
I don't feel like
and
Oregon.
Then like loosen it.
I don't feel like Oregon has a very particular accent.
I did go looking
just sound
for
like a
Oregon
lot of
accents on
places
YouTube, but not find much.
Like you can go into California or Oregon or any other adjoining state, and the accent is the same. Everybody just has the same accent.
Chromator says Elena has a wizard voice.
Oh, thank you. I guess I better learn how to do some spells.
Oh my god, Elena. Please learn some spells. That would be enchanting.
That would be wizard of me.
Yeah.
Chroma seems to have very Chroma slang. I
love how like when Chroma's around, wizard becomes just like a positive term. Because whenever Chroma isn't around, I always assume wizard is being used in like the Kirby's Return to Dreamland pause description tone, you know?
Oh, what?
Do you remember there's like a description for Magalore when you're fighting him that's like, he is a liar and a wizard, you must defeat him.
A liar and a wizard!
Shan says, ha ha ha, that Rayman's sad face is so funny, please hurt Rayman again!
No! You see it at the end of every level when I don't collect everything.
Rayman looks so funny when he flies with his hair. He looks like that like one video of the alligator in the tank.
What?
Chromator says you must attack the wizard every time you see him.
I can't fly anymore!
Shit. Rayman just got fucking clocked in the schnoz.
Oh, so the flying is just for that one segment of this one level?
Yeah, it's pretty upsetting.
If I knew they wouldn't change they wouldn't make the game that different. Run,
yeah,
Rayman, run!
Pretty embarrassing they didn't commit to it. I guess Rayman is a platformer after all now.
So Arrow only gets to say that it's not a platformer for one level.
Yeah, for one level, it's a flight sim.
I remember the first time that we had this platformer or not conversation. It was because she didn't think that Psychonauts counted as a platformer.
I thought the first.
She was
time
adamant
was Kirby.
Well, the first one that I was involved in then, and that I knew of, was that she was adamant that Psychonauts is not a platformer.
Wait a minute. Chat just realized something. This guy's a piss crystal!
Get out the French Google Translate voice. Have it say peace, peace, Christ.
That's Mario, not French. Sorry.
Peace.
Dun, 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 dun,
I had that in one of my Bug Fables thumbnails. Was the was a screenshot of Google Translate voice in French saying that.
Wait, who said what now, Chroma?
No, I think Chrome was asking about Arrow saying that Psychonauts is not a platformer.
Sorry, yeah. Arrow just has
she
this
was
thing where
not
it's-
convinced. I could not convince her that it was a platformer.
But it's full platforming.
Yeah.
Arrow just has this weird thing where it's
She
like
thought it was
either
an
a game is
exploration
wholly
game.
about like Arrow
Or
just
adventure
refuses
game
to
or something
acknowledge
like that.
convention.
I don't want to say her argument for her because I don't really remember it all that well anymore, but
Her thought process is just, well, if you count any game where you traverse space as a platformer, then nearly all of them are in there. What? Chroma? No! Kirby is the fucking I'm bimbust. I'm fucking bimbust. Kirby
you could call Kirby a beat 'em up.
Kirby, okay. Kirby functionally is the exact same as Subspace Emissary. Subspace Emissary is part of Smash
I don't know what I'm
Brothers
supposed
Brawl.
to do here.
Smash
Shoot at the
Brothers Brawl is a
stalactites.
platformer fighting game. And if that's a platformer fighting game, Kirby has to be a fighting game platformer. It could not remove the jump without any difference. And like a load of the powers have like a load of the powers are relevant because they have attacks that are like a lot of the attacks move you, and like positioning is relevant.
This is
and,
an
like,
interesting boss battle.
verticality is involved in all this. It would not be. Don't you do this to me.
I would just argue with Psychonauts that most of what you are doing in that game is platforming. At which point, it's a platformer because that's the main thing that you're doing. Oh, phooey. It's not some other kind of game with platforming elements. It's a platformer with flashing lights. Look away.
Yeah, but they all... Uh-oh. Yeah, but they also... But, like, I don't know, like, the powers also do stuff that move you around. Like...
Ouch.
Okay, why is it that, like... Okay, so... In Star Allies, there's, like, the
Or is
mode
it
where you play as
Fooch?
characters other than Kirby, right? And you, like, speedrun the game. Like, a load of the power-ups you get in that are, like, based around jump and speed.
I like
you
this
know?
little somersault that Rayman
Like-
does every time he lands, by the way. It's satisfying.
Like, Arrow will say, oh, well, you could just fly. Like, Arrow points out that you can just fly in Kirby, ergo the jumps all are, like, not necessary. Like, jumping is, like, lessened. But, like, I'd say that if you want to play Kirby quickly, like...
Yeah, flying is slow.
Yeah.
Speedruns of Kirby avoid flying as much as possible.
Canvas Kirby... Wait, but...
Mass
Yeah, but
Attack is
also
definitely
Canvas-
a platformer. It doesn't have any flying.
Canvas Curse is, like, not... It's a game with a completely different movement system. You can't be like, oh, well, this completely different game is... I don't know... Shan says Sonic is a side-scroller slope roller. That's a nice term. I've been trying to think of terms to describe the subgenre Sonic exists in. And I've considered marble platformer before. Or like Delta V platformer. I tried a couple other phrases.
What the heck is Delta V?
Well, it's like the idea is that like a Mario game is X velocity, Y velocity. With a Sonic, it's more like you have a direction and a speed in that direction. It's like it's not just as simple as cross-referencing an X and a Y. That's like not it. Like jumps are more of a.
And then you have Gray Area,
malleable
despite
thing.
not being a Sonic is like that because you made the engine.
I don't know, like, it depends what sort of Kirby games you're even talking about anyway, because my favorite Kirby games are the modern-style ones that have, like, entire Smash movesets for each power.
There's literally a Super
And,
Smash
like,
Bros. Ability.
yeah. And then, like, I don't know, it's like... And then you have, like, the first one, like, I don't know, it's like complicated. I think my thing is, okay, is at the end of the day, right, like, I feel like the important thing is that people know what you mean, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like the exploration games Arrow talks about, right?
I don't
That's
mind
just kind
genre
of
discussions as long as people aren't being, like, super serious and,
yeah.
like, vitriolic to each other about it, as some people do for some bizarre reason.
I just feel like
I don't get fighting about it, you know?
I just feel like when a lot of platformer franchises went 3D, right? They all started having more exploration as a focus because it was naturally a place to go, right? And because of that, a lot of things like Psychonauts feels like it's from the same branch that like a lot of those games are from. So the name platformer like comes down to it through like relation, and because it like fits what people just imagine those games as now. Even if you could make some argument that like in an app, like on some measurement, they probably are more about something else, maybe hypothetically. And in the same way, it's like Kirby matches what people think of as a platformer. So even if you get technical, I feel like it's just fundamentally a platformer.
Also wanted to bring up that, I'm weird because my favorite Kirby game is Mass Attack.
That's pretty weird.
That was the one
but
that
you're
got me
valid.
into the series. It wasn't... I had Kirby Superstar Ultra first, and then I got Kirby Mass Attack, and Kirby Mass Attack was the one that got me really into the series, not Superstar Ultra. Which I feel makes me very strange when it comes to the Kirby series. Also, we've been streaming for over 2 hours now.
That's true, Chroma. That is like
Plus I streamed for a bit
like
over an hour
Mario
earlier,
64.
so... I think... we're good now.
I guess my ultimatum is just like, if most people would call something X, then that's probably like a good... And if something falls within people's expectations for X, then that's probably good enough. And I think calling Kirby like a combat-centric platformer, or something like that, works well enough.
Alrighty. That has been Rayman 2.
I do get what people mean, though. Like I understand where people are coming from, though. Also, I'm sorry I keep going on about Selena.
This is the conversation we're having, I guess.
Yeah. But then again, maybe I'm being a hypocrite, because, like, I'm actively trying to inject a lot of my own terminology into the wider discussion, if you look at the stuff I say about, like, Sonic. But maybe that's different because I'm acknowledging that a thing is defined as... Or maybe that's different because that's me trying to make my terms real by my own standard, which is use. I don't know.
Okay,
I will
so
probably make sure I'm not a hypocrite at some point.
my next stream is going to be Tuesday or Wednesday. And it's going to be Battleland Wonderworld again. And maybe Psychonauts 2 alongside it.
Wait, we're not allowed to call 3D games Metroidvanias? What about the Metroid Prime games that are literally just Metroid games but
It's
in
a
3D?
first-person shooter.
It's not a first-person shooter!
It's in first person and you shoot. That's a first-person shooter.
Yeah, but it's structurally the exact same as the 2D Metroid. Elena, I am going to come to your house and I am going to eat you. I am going to consume you like the bean you are. Also, it's alright, Chroma, don't worry about it.
So Tuesday or Wednesday will be Battleland Wonderworld, and maybe also Psychonauts 2 alongside it. Thursday, Arrow's back now, right? Or will be by then. So...
Probably. Oh, she's back now. She's back tonight.
Yeah, so we will do Horizon Zero Dawn, and I will continue Half-Life 2 Episode 2. I think we might finish that next time, because these episodes are pretty short.
Half-Life 12, Episode L.
You're
welcome.
Okay. And then Friday, Cassie wants to focus on WarioWare, so I'm just gonna stream Psychonauts 2 on Friday. And then Sunday, will be this again, Pokemon and Rayman 2.
Chroma says, Doom clone is what I call my computer's rubbish bin. Shan, I'm going to destroy... Wait. I mean, now... Yeah. Doom clone's a funny term.
That's what first-person shooters used to be called.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're on the home stretch with Pokemon now. We're heading to the Elite Four.
Doom clones.
I'm probably gonna skip doing optional stuff though, just because the streams has been so long, and I want to get on to other stuff. I just want to beat the game. But yeah, I got Super Mario Bros. Deluxe ready to stream now. So.
Ooh. Super Mario Bros. Deluxe.
Yeah, so that's ready for when we finally get there. I'm still really happy. I'm really pleased that I beat that gym leader in one try. That was pretty great in my opinion. The final gym.
Proud of you.
It might be that I beat the first gym in one try and the 8th gym in one try, and none of the other ones were one try. The 2 times that my team was powerful enough for it. I did end up down to just 2 Pokemon, though, so it wasn't perfect. But yeah. Thanks everybody. I will see you again in a couple days.
See you then!
Bye-bye!
Bye 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 bye.